Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Poor starting field position here for the offense. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21.
And it's a big-time run right there. Back deep inside their own 10-yard line, but they found the soft spot in the defense and took off. I think they got caught looking for a pass defensively, and it burned them big time. Great job by this offense and taking advantage what the defense gave them.
And looking to throw now on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
And the single back takes the handoff. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And there's the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Man, Chris, what a great job by this offense to be able to pick up this first down. He had to come off his primary, meaning the offensive line had to give the quarterback a little bit more time, allow him to work through his progressions. Eventually, he finds the drag route for the first.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. That's a design quarterback keeper. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Spot the ball at the 44. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down after that previous play. He'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain and bring up 4th down.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. And he'll set up to throw. On 4th down, a short toss to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
They test the middle there, but get nothing.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Offense running the 13th play on this drive. Here's the handoff. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
He's brought down at the 19-yard line. Brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the first.
Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark into that opening quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
They get just enough for the first down here. Nice job by the offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage and giving the back a chance to pick up the first down.
First down and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the Salt were able to bring him down quickly. Defense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That run moves the ball across the 40.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. They go with a direct snap. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made by the tight end. The reception gets about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Here's the second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Critical third down play for this offense right here. They'll try to run for the first down. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He did not get it. So they miss it from 51 yards, and the offense will take over from the 34. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Crucial third down play right here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught quickly. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Takes the handoff again. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Gain of 4. Third down coming up.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Fourth down coming up.
And the coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And they get him down after the completion.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. On third down, he drops to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And that will pick up a first down, spotted at 38.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to fourth down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Here comes the handoff. Nice run. He's brought down at the 44. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. As we head to the final quarter of this showdown, we're going to find out who can really make the plays when it counts the most. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he's got it again. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Offense set for the sixth play in this drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. A new set of downs after that completion. It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Defense is coming after him. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
The offense 2 for 2 on third downs in this drive, but this will be tough. It's third and long. He's got it at the 15. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, LSU.
Man, this defense coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
They've got a 1st and goal. The offense a great chance to break the tie here late in the game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Well, you're talking about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. One more 1st down should do it, but remember, the defense has all 3 timeouts remaining. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. LSU now operating in the red zone. Now they're running on the toss. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. There's the handoff. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it, open.
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Now it's 2nd down here. Oh, it's a reverse. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Hey, bud, this is the result of what happens when you're able to run the football throughout the game. They're kind of like body blows. And eventually in the 4th quarter, it pays off. That's his longest run of the entire day, and a big part of the reason this team is enjoying the lead is the execution of this offense here in the 4th quarter.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
All right, here we go. This is really it. And the defense knows that if the offense is able to score here, it's essentially over. It's mano-a-mano at the line of scrimmage. Let's see which side can gain the most leverage.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job here by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on 2nd goal. Now it's 3rd and goal for the offense.
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. So play number 7 on this drive is a 3rd down and goal. To go with the ground game here, running back takes the handoff. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 24-yard attempt, should be automatic. The field goal is good. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the LSU Tigers.